Alrighty, let's get this degenerate crap over with. So let's go take a quick look up there. Oh yeah, I should probably move this over.
To pick your item?
Ocean. Alright. I'll need to claim all that later. Alright.
Oh, absolute perfection of hard working. This is Valkyrie.
Just so that there's some in my inventory.
Make your move first. Taking an action is the best way to remove your fear. If I were to talk about
Screw
me,
it.
I'm the living history book.
Anything we can get that slightly makes that better, we should do it. Although Polly's is completely worthless. Nope, I messed that one up. All right. One hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Alright. Let's quickly grab the settings, display effects, gamma, contrast, apply, confirm. And then pets, fast, fetal. And then by the shop, hour buff there. And let's get her done. And so the grind begins. Once again, the eternal killing of shrooms over and over and over. There will be no rest until every shroom has been thoroughly killed 1,000 times over. The end. That is my story. That is where this leads. That is where this is going. There is no rest. There is nothing left. It is just the stupid shrooms. But you can go to Prati! Prati has a worse drop rate. I looked it up now. I've done enough research on Prati. Prati don't make crap a difference. Oh yeah. Food buff. This is gonna be a long morning. Very, very long. Alright, so we can now do item count. Get over here. Hello there, good morning. Welcome in. Welcome to the grind of madness. Where a Valkyrie loses her mind, ever grinding shrooms in a circle. All for the hopes of having unlimited drink. Oh yeah! I forgot to spend my energy. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff I forgot to do. Oh my gosh. Valencia. I'm just gonna do this. Screw the crates. Screw the crates, screw the crates, screw the crates. Just do that. Alright. I don't care. I can only get 2 basically a day anyway, so it doesn't really matter what 3 hours does here. Now see, the only thing I don't like about grinding on Arsha is I can't grind with the life skill buff. The life skill buff is great. I get an extra energy for every tick. Here, I gotta make sure that I'm ready for anybody to jump my crap. But I will say this, after today's grind, I will have concrete evidence, most likely, that can tell me if I really need to even do this. After today's grind, we should have our answer. And that answer is, do we even need to worry about these exorbitant drop rate buffs? Because right now, I have enough evidence that I can say for sure, but this is going to seal the deal today. The data I have shows exactly the opposite of what we believe. And it's not RNG either, not on that scale. It's gonna be... It's a fun day. But hopefully that I get proven wrong, and that'd be the great part of today. And then it would just make me have to go longer to show said results. I'm fairly sure we repaired, but when we drop off our first loot after the first 40 minutes, we'll go make sure we're repaired. Thought I did that last night when I got done doing my 1 hour grind. God, I was tired, but I did it. I didn't want to. When I sat down, I was like, I do not want to do this. And I'm like, bro, you're just holding space and right click. You can hold space and right click for an hour. That's all you're doing. And I'm like, fine, I'll go. Don't twist my arm. It's like, do you want to be done with this? Yes. Then get your butt to Polly's for an hour. But the bed is calling my name. It's like, get your lazy butt in there and do an hour. You can sleep when you're dead. I know this. I just realized I'm 53%, so I did get that 0.5% last night. Man, why couldn't frickin' Mirmok be like 5 an hour average? If Mirmok was 5 an hour, I'd probably say screw Polys, and I'd take the L. Like, for real. But it's not. It's like, even on the best simulated experience that I could come up with, it only is like 4.5 an hour. Where this is 7 an hour on a simulated average. My actual average is, I think, 6.7 at Polys. Mirmok is, like, I think 4.1. Because I only have, I think, like 8 runs recorded, and most of them are all 3s with a couple 4s mixed in. Or a couple 4s mixed with a couple 3s. I have to go look at the data again. I think I got one in there that was like 6 in a run or 7 in a run, which brought it really far up. But it's not enough data to like say, okay, yeah, no, this is great. So, anyway, we're just here doing the Polyforest thing. Although I would say right now, Mirmok would probably be way more contested than I'd want to deal with. Like, I know where I'm at, and I know why I'm here. I'm not here for that. I'm not. Like, I don't want to put up with it. I don't have to. I just want to brain deadly grind for 3 hours. And then they can have this place for the rest of the day. Could care less. No, nobody's here. I haven't seen a soul. What's bullying me is the Atanis element. That's what's bullying me. Good gosh. I'm just saying, it's not something I really want to deal with here. Like, I just kind of want to be able to say, I shut my mind off and be done with it. But I clearly know where I'm at, and I asked for it by signing up. So, it's like, I understand where I'm at. I understand what I'm doing. Polypolice time. No, I'm good. Thank you. Like, I should be able to handle most anyone, I would think. But then again, there's probably people out there just like me, just as geared as me, saying, oh, I need to get this crap done. I'm like, I agree so much. I agree so very much. We use Sazens Police. Oh my god, I remember those days. Oh, I am so glad I stayed clear of Sazens. Like, I stayed clear of the main Sazen BS. Like, that, God. While everybody was duking it out at Sazens, I was at Hex Sanctuary. That is where I was. And I was fine to stay in my lane. I actually remember getting hard stuck at level 55. That was the crazy thing. I remember the day I hit 59.999. And I'm like, oh, or 55.999. Waiting for the level 56 to get unlocked. You're in trouble, you're spending. Spending all that hard-earned cash. That's the Popo outfit. Oh gosh. I mean, it does look like one, I'm not gonna lie. Then you just need the Stormtrooper title to run around with, and you can go be a Stormtrooper, telling everyone what to do. You are the MP. I am military police. You will obey me. So how's everybody's morning, evenings, afternoons going today? Anything exciting, fun going on, happening? Oops, wrong one, I meant to do this. Thankfully, chat, the, as much as I miss it, the, chest event is gone, so we don't have to worry about that clogging the drop rate. It's so hard about selling my belt and awakening, taking a few days off so I can buy pen. What would, and you'd be buying Pen what? Pen Awakening, I assume? You could. If you know it'll sell, that's the issue. You gotta know it will sell. I mean, if you have coupons, I guess you could just roll over any Pen Awakening. That's something to consider as well. So you just need one to be up. Oh, I actually did the math day before yesterday. I do indeed have coupons, just need 60 bill more. Okay. I did the math that's on my, on all my, Valencia meal turn-ins. I still have 12.4 bill left of my 30 bill turn-ins. Still got so many of those things. It'll take me 58, I think, more days to turn all that in. So, I mean, we've still got money coming into the account, so I mean, that's nice. My goal, and I hope I can do it, is to get both of these potion pieces wrapped up before then. If I can get both potion pieces wrapped before, yes. I gotta use it probably in the next day or so. But I want to get one day without it and one day with it to see, yep, I did that as well. I haven't claimed the other one. But yes, I did do the 3333333333333 code. But tomorrow I probably will do the... See, here's the thing. It's do I want to go knowledge grind with it, or do I want to drop rate grind it? Because right now that would put me at 350. I'd be 350 drop chance. I feel that would be better spent somewhere else, but I don't really have a choice in the matter, seeing as I am 350. I'll give you 350 for it. But I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna be 100% real. I'm telling y'all right here, right now, drop chance does not affect Atanis. It is an outside source drop rate. I am 90% sure at this point. I just need today to confirm that. Because I gremlined last night looking at Garmoth's numbers. Hit 350, that's your suggestion? Uh-huh. I'll tell you this, going up another 100 drop chance has done worse in my time grinding. For Atanis. Which is weird. But I was looking at other people's data, and I started seeing that a lot of the big hitters, the ones that get some of the Giga runs, aren't on high drop chance. They're all like at 180, 190 drop chance when they hit that. Got 2 ominous rings last night at Thornwood. I had almost forgotten your loot scroll. So, I'm not saying it doesn't affect something in the game, but I'll tell you, here's what I'm noticing. I really believe at this point, Atanis is an outside drop rate. It is a fixed drop rate on top. It is on top. It is a side drop rate that's specifically designed for the pity, so that you cannot buff it out and do it. Dude, I don't even know what you're doing, and I've already given up. You know, if I was a normal person, I would have given up too. I would have given up after the first 100 and been like, nah, not worth. I'll just go grind money and buy these things. But I'm not a normal person. I lost my sanity long ago in this game, so I can do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. Because I have the power! Unlimited power! Anyway, hello there. With the power of chat, I can make it through this. The new grind spot? What new grind? Oh, from the thing they added in yesterday? Stubbornness? X'd it out. I wouldn't call it stubbornness. This is madness, is what this is. No, this is Sparta. Ooh, podcast tonight? Alright. I will try to come hang out for the opening of it. I won't be able to stay through the whole thing, but I will stay through the opening. Is it really Thursday already? Oh my gosh, where the heck is my freaking week gone? It's Thursday. Crap. Dude, why does life go by so much faster when you're an adult? Do you remember as a kid, does anybody here remember as a kid that you thought that the week lasted an eternity? Like, maybe it was just because of school. Maybe it was a school thing. Because I swore from the beginning of the month to the end of the month was an eternity. You couldn't get me out of the house fast enough. And now as an adult, I'm like, oh my god, wait, it's Friday already? Where was that kind of time warp when I was a kid? Good lord, I'd have loved that. Oh, hey, it's the weekend. Let's go. Oh, man. It's only Tuesday. But it feels like it's Friday. And you just like moan and groan about it for another friggin' 4 more days, and then you're finally like, it's the weekend. This January was a tough year. Yeah. They do be getting hard. Oh yeah! And, guys, we have to suffer through a whole nother day of February this year. Can you believe that? We have to deal with February for an entire 24 more hours. this year. Ew, gross. Right. Why can't we just have 13 months? Then every week or every month can have 28 days in it. Everything would be perfectly aligned. But no, we don't get that. We have to do leap year and whatever. An extra day to grind stuff out of a dumb game. Hey, you're not wrong. Because this year is 366 days of doing stupid things, not 365 days of doing stupid things. Ah, alright. And 13 is unlucky. Okay, fine. But it would make more sense, because then we'd have perfectly aligned weeks, but whatever. Can't have things easy. $13 is just a number. But coming from the poker player, whose lucky thing is number 7s, isn't that a little weird? Well, your thing is aces, so it'd be 20. It'd be, what? That's 11? Or a 1. Yeah, aces or 11s or a 1. But gamblers always talk about lucky number 7, so that's where I was trying to go with that in my head, but it failed. Congratulations, butthole, on finishing your compass. Kings are 13. I thought kings were 10. Holy crap, where am I? Kings are 13. Got it. Alright, we're halfway through our first hour. It's not been great, but it hasn't been bad either. In blackjack, yes. Okay. I thought it was universal. But if you count up, it's 13. I see. I knew there was some, like, Vegas knowledge somewhere up in my head. Ten is Jack, Queen, King. Okay, yeah, the face cards. Got it. 13 times 4 is 30, or is 52. 2 cards in a deck. Magic. Each suit has 13 cards. And there's 4 suits. This is why cards are the devil. The number of the beast. Well, that would be 666, but... He's also done with cards. Magic is done with cards. Man, I loved my deck that had the false cards in it. That was great. Back when I would do, like... I used to do a couple magic tricks where you'd make people see blank cards and stuff like that. Those were good times. Man, I tell you what, though, that was really hard keeping those cards together. Really hard. You're not superstitious? Oh, nor am I. I kind of was for a little bit in my earlier years. Because no joke, my bike wreck was on a Friday the 13th. Couldn't make it up. Literally almost died that day. I was about 6 inches away from getting my head run over by a car. Being charged for beheading a statue of Satan. No, I hadn't. But yet, I'm sure if Antifa did something to any one of the, you know, national monument statues, there would be nothing done because, you know, governments. I mean, you're not wrong. I just hate the double standard. That's all I hate. I don't give a crap. If you deface one, you can't deface any of them. You know? True. Is it really classified as an official religion? Interesting. I mean, people can believe whatever they want to believe. They can believe in the spaghetti monster, they can believe in the boogie monster, whatever. You know, we can do what we can, you can talk to who you want to talk to, you can talk about your religious beliefs, you know. but you know, I get where religious freedom came in, and you know why we came here, and you know the persecution of religious beliefs over in the 1500s, 1600s, and stuff like that. I get where it came from, but then when it becomes nobody's allowed to talk about specific things, that's where I'm like, okay, well, you know, we did form the country to be able to talk about it, but you don't have to force it down somebody's throat. That's where people get annoyed with it. Like, there's a right way and a wrong way to talk to people about stuff, and you know, for me, it's like, I mean, yeah. And if somebody comes questioning you and wanting to know more about it, great, you share, and there's a way to do it without offending people, too. There is a way to do it. You know, there is a way to go out and talk openly about it. But it seems like we have forgotten as a people that it's okay to have discussions and talk about things. But it's oppressive and this and that, and you're not allowed to, you know, I don't want to hear this. Well, then don't hear it. Leave. It's the whole point of this country, was that you can walk over here and you can listen to this, or you can walk over there and listen to that. You aren't entitled to stay, but I want to go there. Well, if it's not what you want to hear, shut up and leave. It was a simple concept. It's why it was created, you know, to have for the United States to have the religious freedoms they had. Those are slowly being rewritten for people who don't really have the qualifications to make those changes, it feels like. Like, I think here's where a lot of people lose it with the United States, is especially other religions. And this is like me looking at it from a like theological way, you know, looking at it from just the study of religions and things like that. Other religions forget that the United States was founded upon Christianity. That was why they came here. But this is where they fail to miss that one little clause. Because of what the Christians went through in Spain, England, and France during that time, and were being persecuted upon, they went and founded this new land. You know, they came over here, and it was like, all right, we're going to have our religious freedoms established here, with the condition that nobody would get persecuted for their beliefs. So it didn't matter, you know, if you were Buddhist, if you were atheist, or whatever. You were free to still practice and do what you wanted. But since that time, people slowly forgot that the nation was founded that way because the mass majority of people were Christian who founded the nation. So yes, the Pledge of Allegiance, the One Nation Under God thing, the Ten Commandments being in the Supreme Court buildings, and all this stuff that was founded upon the United States' literally core design. You should know that coming here to the United States, that you are going to go to a Christian-based nation it's like, okay, a great way to look at it is, I'm not going to go to a Muslim nation and demand that they take down, let's say they have something important from the Quran posted somewhere. That's not my right. I am not a citizen. I'm visiting or just staying in your country. But that's your right to have that. But here in America, people are losing that same sight of the United States was founded to do just that. To have religious freedom. But for some reason, that's slowly changed over the years. And it's like, that's crossing a line that people need to be careful with, because that starts leading towards dictatorship. You can't do this. When you say you cannot practice this, or you are not allowed to showcase this, funny how that went full circle for him. Now, I've had some arguments with people before. I wouldn't say arguments, discussions, where people talk about, well, the United States is now a melting pot society. Correct. But the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence and all of our governmental systems that were developed in the 1700s were derived around Christianity. And this isn't me trying to make a point for one way or the other. I'm just saying that if it was set up as a core value, and that's what the government was set up as, because of then, and it's still recognized as a Christian nation, you would be going, okay, well, I'm still free to practice what I want, but just because you feel... Just because you live in a majority... Because you practice a religion that is not the majority doesn't mean you need to disrespect the religion that is the majority. Like... It feels so, like... People lost what religious freedom definition was supposed to be. I mean, it just goes to a lot of other things that goes on in the US. You know, I'm happy that people decide that they want to come to the United States and they want to practice what they want to practice, because that's what we created the nation for. We wanted a place where people would feel safe to not... Nobody should be persecuted for what they believe. You know, yes. Look, I'm not a super religious person, but it does kind of feel like they are poking the track. In a way, I really feel like they are. I can see things getting out of hand because history repeats itself, all right? We've seen it countless times in history. We go back and we look countless times from the early thousands into the mid 1500s all the way up to the last couple hundred years. History repeats itself. We did a good job here setting up a system that was supposed to be fair for all. But a few misguided people have slowly started letting that lose sight of what was originally done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, think about the Great Crusade. The Crusaders and stuff like that. Alexander the Great crusading and developing nations under the name of Christianity. I believe it was Alexander was one that went out and was conquering under the name of Christianity. So I mean, it's like, talk about crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's unheard of nowadays. Yeah. I just think it's interesting from a history standpoint because I love history. History is such a cool and fascinating thing. Honestly, and I mean, it's not against anything, but I feel like the Muslims will be the next crusade. If it hasn't already happened already, or begun. I believe the Muslims are doing that next thing. Because think about how fast that religion has grown in the last 200 years. It has exploded when you look at the numbers. It's incredible. Like, actually incredible to look at a religion grow that fast in historically a short period of time. Now, yeah, a couple hundred years is still forever. I won't see a couple hundred years. I'm lucky if I'm gonna see 80. Like, let's be real. I believe it. I 100% believe it. Yeah, no, I get that, you know. Lucifer, the literal fallen angel of God, is what we're told, you know. That is who this person is. That is this Satan person. The second most powerful person to God, according to religious history. He thought he was more powerful. As we're told, that he thought he was more powerful than God. And I'm trying to think how the history goes. I think it was once he challenged... Let's see, it was it? He challenged God? On his upbringing, and he was able to take a portion of the angels with him on his belief that he was able to get people to believe. No, the conflict hasn't been over Islam. It has been over, the conflicts in the Middle East have all been... If I remember this correctly, and I could be wrong, so please don't, like, hate me. I believe the historical thing is over something from the sons of Moses, I want to say. It's either Noah or Moses. About the promised land, of who was given it. And there were several different sons that got in, that were from different wives. And I believe it's and I believe that is from that the eternal war is over the bloodlines of the sons fighting for the land, which did end up being mostly, but now if you look at it historically back, it's now mostly Muslim versus Christianity, Jewish bloodlines fighting over the Holy Land is what it is. And that's the eternal conflict from way back when. God favored humans over the angels in one version. Yeah, see, I'm not, like I said, well, it's not even Judaism versus Islam. It's, it was literally birthright is what it is. It's not a religious, it didn't start as a religious thing. It was a birthright thing. That because I was born by this woman from our father, I was the rightful owner of this land, or because I was born first, but I was the one given the land. Well, what about me? You know, I was Dad's favorite. I'm about 90% sure, looking back, that is what happened with that Holy Land area of the Mesopotamia, like Iraq, Turkey, all the way to Israel and that region. Is I believe it's a birthright fight. I think it's still over the land. I believe it's still over the claim of Israel. Which is, if this is correct, according to the biblical layout of Israel, Israel would be all the way over to Iraq in its size. Because the Garden of Eden was supposed to be between the Tigris and the Euphrates River. Is roughly where that was, if it even is. Obviously with satellites, it's gone, but that was destroyed with the flood according to religious history at that point. But you're looking at, Israel was supposed to be all the way over to Iraq. Not the little sliver. Yeah, that's the thing, is even the rivers have moved over time. So I mean, that's another thing, but just the fact that the rivers are still over in that region, they're not going to move entire nations. All right? That's the thing when we look at like history. Like, so if the Tigris and Euphrates River is still what it was written in that time, that's Iraq. So now, yeah, you could probably say it's probably more of a religious war. I could probably say, because isn't jihad the Muslims' holy war thing? Like I said, I'm not super checked out on that. But I believe that the jihad is a type of holy war for them. That they feel like they are, and I believe it's all comes back to trying to get their land that they believe was promised to them due to birthright order. This tells you how bored we are and how bored I am running around. But I mean, for me, it's just my brain loves thinking about stuff like this. It's never offensive. It's always just think. Crazy, look at history and see what happens. Like I said, I'm a history nerd. I love talking about stuff like that. Or thinking about weird things. Like, I literally went to bed the other night thinking about the pyramids. Because why? Because my parents decided to have a random discussion one night at dinner and they were like, and all of a sudden they're like, we were talking about something and it got on to how do they even build the pyramids? And then my brain's like all off on this whole thing of how in the world did they build the pyramids? And then I'm back thinking, I'm looking back at like you know, 4,000, you know, like, what was it, 2000 BC or something like that, when some of them first started showing up, then I went over, well, heck, how did the Aztecs get it? How did the Aztecs build nearly an identical thing? Thousands of miles away. How did this technology that we can't replicate in modern society, with everything we know, why can't we do this? Why? Because that's how my brain works. No, 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 no. We're talking about how... Okay. Let's say it's 1400 BC, all right? How do you cut stone so laser accurate that you can't even pass a piece of paper between two bricks that are laid that close to each other? Because they are that snug to each other, so purely laid next to each other. We can't cut stuff like that. Like, now we can with some lasers and stuff, but that's lasers. This is 1400 BC. You had, what technology did you have to cut a stone that clean, that pure, that it took us thousands of years and machines to cut a stone that precise? Psst, it was aliens. At this point, it's something. The Aztecs make less sense if you think about it. Okay, humor me. Is it because they're so far away? Like, I get that it makes less sense, but I'm curious. I want to hear where your thought goes with this. The terrain. Oh yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. Come and harvest us. Well, you'd think 7 billion would be enough, but I guess not. Material stone they used. Oh yeah, no, I get it. All right, so we got 3 Atanis Elements that 1 hour. Let's go again. Hour number 2. So obviously pyramids in Egypt is sandstone. Even then, it's a different, it's not just sandstone. I'm pretty sure when I last looked, that is a composition of minerals that we can't comprehend. There's something about it. Yes, it is sandstone, but the stone itself is so much stronger than just the element of sandstone. Like, where did they cut this from? Where's the quarry these things were farmed from? That's what I want to know. Are they now lakes? Is that it? Like, where did they get this? Like, theory, sure, but I mean, I want geographical proof of where they got this. That's the thing. They are so precise. That doesn't make it doesn't make sense to cut them. But it also doesn't make sense to mold them. Defo melded them. Molding makes more sense today by what we think. But then look at Damascus steel, something we cannot regenerate. We cannot make that steel. Look at the Colosseum. We can't make stone and cement that lasts that long nowadays. There's so much information that's been lost to time that it would be incredible to have. Which is why the Aztecs make less sense. Oh no, I get it. The only thing that makes more sense about the Aztecs is it goes back to the Pangea idea pre-flood. Or post-flood. That's what actually started separating the world, was that the land bridges still existed enough to touch all continents together in one way or another. That the information that the Aztec have about a great flood is the same information that the Egyptians have about the Great Flood. So that tells you, historically, they had the same knowledge we had. So what happened? What happened? That's a story we will never get to really know. The story I really want to know, though. For sure, that is a story I really want to know. You know, when we get to the end of the line, somebody's finally there, and you can be like, all right, start from the beginning. Tell me how this happened. I need to see a replay of this whole thing. I don't think that was molded. Theirs looks more like, I would believe theirs was more chiseled, but it's still so elegantly cut. It's like, how did y'all do that? There must have been a technique then that was above what we can ever comprehend to do it. Literally lost to time. And they did it without crazy machinery, too. Who knows what ended up happening there. And the architecture of it and how it's designed. The alignment to stars and things like that is just incredible. Of what they knew then. Slave labor. You enslave a nation, you get stuff like that built, yeah. Only take you 100 years. Just like China. Their Great Wall of China. The countless people that died to build that thing. And it still stands today. Fascinating. We can barely build a bridge here in the US that lasts more than 50 years. They've built a wall that lasted a millennia. Aliens, man. Really? I'm not late. Not at all, Zoo. Not at all. I don't think it was designed to keep them in. I think it was designed for people coming in. Woke up and fell right back asleep. Good, you were tired, man. Get some rest. It's also built on the wrong side of the world if you're trying to keep them completely in. You gotta build 2 of them. They only built 1. You get all your assignments done? I was wondering when that was gonna get pulled. You still got first, even an hour and a half into it. Yeah. Did y'all assignments on Monday? Nice. The raids were terrible. Oh, I would imagine. The little bit that I've read about that, I get why they built it. Oh, I 100% get why they built it. Get ahead of the game. Smart thinking. 185 right now. I would like to get at least 5 more today, so I'd be 190. I'd love to get more, but you know, we ain't for sure. We're not getting 10 an hour. That's ludicrous to think about at this point. No, my luck seems about right. When I go look at the data, I don't see what y'all talk about. I don't see that often. The only time I see double digits mostly is when somebody puts in more than 1 hour of grinding. The average is 5 to 7 here. I think either you grinded during a special event for these things, or y'all had above average luck. Because the average person on there pulls between 4 and 7 a grind. It is very rare to see a 8 to 10 an hour grind. So, you know, that's something to consider. You only do 300 drop rates there? I'm saying I've seen more people with 150% drop rate on a blue scroll pull more 8 to 10s than I saw with anybody running gold loot scroll and at 250 plus. I'm telling you, drop rate does not matter here. It is straight RNG. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. Why? Because it gives you something endlessly to do? I'm okay with this. I like having the endless content thing. It's not a bad game design. If I want to just be in a game and play it, I want an endless thing to do. I hate when I get to that wall of, well, you've done it. In a game that I was hoping to have that endless loop in. An endless supply of new experiences, and most of them suck. Most of them have nothing I am even remotely interested in. So I'd rather have something that I am slightly interested in give me a infinite loop of something. I'm not one to go out and buy 100 new games and play them. I'm one who would rather sit down and play one completely out until it's literally been beaten with a dead horse, like a dead horse. You know, to no end. Like, I'm all for a new experience when it comes around. Yeah, if it's something I'm interested in, it looks fun. Yeah, cool. But endless of just the next new thing, most of the games out there to me suck right now. Like, I'm waiting for them to make a Zelda game that's not this Breath of the Wild crap. I want a Ocarina of Time level game that's not this cartoony version of Zelda. I want that old Zelda experience back. That was sick. Actually, I mean, honestly, let's just get Ocarina of Time remade in Unreal 5, and I'd be happy there. I'd play the crap out of that. I mean, it's like why I like Skyrim. It was infinite story. We had all sorts of stuff we could do. On this, mining the same for 3 hours. Is pointless. I mean, I could go do other places and other things. This is just the most efficient version of it. Especially for my class. Because there's two schools of thought here. I take this route, and I farm it up myself. While I'm farming it up myself, I'm earning these. These I need to make this level up. Play Elden Ring. But I don't like the Dark Souls mechanics. Like, I've never been big on the Dark Souls games. Zelda did not, or Ocarina of Time, if you try to tell me that's a Dark Souls type game, I would be mind blown. I mean, I trust nothing that is truly Game of the Year. Like, I can slightly see why people said Baldur's Gate is Game of the Year. Okay. There's a lot of great in that. I need to go back and eventually play it. There's a lot of great in Elden Ring. And you don't like Dark Souls either? Yeah, I might go look at it. Like I said, whenever I looked at gameplay and people fighting stuff, it was nothing that ever interested me because it literally just smelled like Dark Souls. Like, it was like, oh great, another Dark Souls game. Something I played 5 minutes of Dark Souls 3, uninstalled it, never to play it ever again. Alright, I think we can safely turn off night mode. So it is 10 a.m. now on the game. And I'll be real, this is not the place that I wanted to... this is not the place I really wanted to spend my time, but I understand most efficient use of my time. So I opted to make less money per hour to get the object I wanted faster so that I could make more money per hour faster. Oh yeah, I've seen some of the weapon logs of Elden Ring. It's got an insane level of weaponry. So it's technically not open world then, because you have to level up and go into a certain order to go into the zones, or you just get clapped, right? Is that what you mean by it? Like, it's open world, you can go visit it, but you can't kill it until you level up to that certain level. Because that's the same thing as here. The story isn't laid out in cutscenes like you think. Interesting. So then how does it tell its story? Well, oh gosh. So what you're telling me is you just gotta experience it. Okay, the story is the game. Like, there is no actual story. The story is the game. The experiences and the friends you made along the way. It's the power of friendship. Oh man, that's funny. No, I'm sure there's actually a real legit like path there. story is told but not explained. Okay. Makes sense. Basically what you're saying is it has a unique storytelling experience. You still don't really know what was going on. But you were there and enjoyed the part of the game that was the story you did understand. Got it. Man, I'm gonna have so many voodoo dolls to run. I think I've already got 200 collected already. Ah, darn it. I tunneled. I tunneled visioned. So, that sucks. Well, we just go down over here. Oh, we're at 10 Atanis Elements. I literally just paid attention to that. So we went from 3 in the first hour to 7 in the second hour. And people said Mirmok was bipolar in its drop rate. Talk about polys. That's a swing. 3 to 7. We still got 28 minutes left, but we also know 28 minutes can be a whole lot of nothing. Then we'll go for round 3 and final. Man, I wish I could still have the stamina to sit and do this for like 6-8 hours. Like I used to. Like back in the old days of playing Black Desert. Sit down at like 6:30, just a little bit after dinner, and get off around midnight. God. I could not. I don't think I have that in me anymore. I think those days are long gone. Like, this is pushing me, but it's like I just keep doing it because I'm like, I'm here hanging out with you guys. That's what we're here. But to push it past that, that's rough. That's a rough one. What is that? That's a storyline. Holy crap. That is a storyline for sure. I can see why you don't really quite know what's going on. Ugh. Alright, chat, just remember I'm popping the Marnie's research box, so... we need to mark it down that we looted one when we get to the loot today. So time to kill 20,000 Marnie, or 20,000 Polys. You pray to giant fingers that sprout from the ground. Interesting. You know, I'm gonna just point this out because this feels really weird. Why does a Marnie box announce to the server? Why is it that big of a deal that the server knows that I just loot a 20,000 grind quest box? Why do you want to announce to the world, hey, there's somebody grinding here that's now about to commit 20,000 mob genocide? Come grief them. Like, it's not that special of a drop. It's literally a Marnie stone. With a decent reward at the end of it. But you have to grind out 20,000 of these little guys. So that's 2.5 hours to do that. And we're gonna get a chunk of it done today, for sure. So we still got another hour and 20 minutes. But like, getting an earring totally makes sense. Getting a compass piece totally makes sense. But announcing I got a Marnie box does not make sense. I think I have 2 for Cadres I need to go do at some point. Yeah, I just find that really... weird why the Marnie box announces. I see. Interesting. I guess when you really sit down and think about it, you're like, oh wow, I actually understand this thing more than I wanted to. After all that time, it finally makes sense. And it also could just be one that takes some time to digest. Like, you gotta really sit and, like, think about it. And then you realize, oh, it's way deeper than that. Also, we're getting close to being able to put our pre-order up on the flame. And as soon as we put it up on the flame, then it's Kafra binging time. As soon as we get C10, it's off to start working on anything we need to start making progression. Which for me, it's probably saving to buy the Pen Crescent stuff when that drops. And then it's probably Pen Black Star time. So I am I've got 8 billion silver. I need 2 billion silver more before I can buy. No, in this. Like, all the stuff I have left that I can start working on in here. Like, we're 2 billion silver away from our upgrade here. Yeah. Which today's grind will get us close-ish. Now, the book's coming along really well. I'm gonna finish chapter 24 today, and then volume 6 is officially written. You're about where I'm at in Arena Zoo. That's where I normally sit. Diamond 7, Diamond 8. Yeah, because you didn't log on late enough in the afternoon to take back your spot before it reset, or you blew your PvP resets too early in the final day. You need, when it comes time to do the final day, you need to save your stuff for the final, like, hour and a half. Well, that's why you gotta refresh to find somebody you can pick on. But if you can rank higher, you can... Like, if you can rank higher during the week, you can rank higher at the end. You just gotta catch that one person off guard and be the person who logs in last to the game. Gotta drive. Alright, man. Enjoy your morning. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Gonna try to stop by tonight and catch the beginning of the podcast. Oh. Oh yeah, you play on an old server, dude. So, I mean, you finding people with very high single-off accounts are gonna be totally a thing. Yeah. That's if they have all their... Most likely, if they've got a 300k team, they've got multiple 300k teams. You're beating teams just based off of combat power. It doesn't matter their level. Because I beat a guy all the time that's like 305, but his teams are poorly built. So I just go in and blast through his teams. But the issue is, his team power is still higher. And so he's able to beat my teams when he attacks. Because of how the AI reacts, which is stupid. If I beat him, he shouldn't be able to beat me. But I'm glad he beats me because then I let him sit there until, because I learned he's not a player who plays, he plays very early after reset. So he uses both of his attacks before midnight our time. And as long as I attack within that last hour, I can take his spot back every arena. And I've done it. I've sent him back into platinum to punish him once. I literally got degraded to platinum, found him, and then sent him back to plat. It's Bonsai, if you ever heard me talk about him on the arena fights. Oh. Oh geez, we're getting full. Thankfully, we're right here at the horse. Alright, so our final 10 minutes of this hour, and then we're going to go on to the last hour of this grind.
Hello there.
Hello there. How's it going? Good morning. Welcome to the land of Shroom. Where in the land of Shroom, we kill a bunch of mushrooms. While they might have been fun guys at one point, they are now very not fun guys. Oh, poor shrooms. How's your morning going? Yep. It is gonna be a long one. I mean, the good news is we're over halfway to our MP pot, which is the first one we're doing. If I'm looking for a pin Bassi, let me get right on that. You know the crazy thing? Even if you throw a pin Kaposhi belt on, you're still able to grind so much crap in this game. Sold for 41 bill. Darn. Just a solid 41 bill. Look, I'm barely scratching 10. I don't know where you think I got that kind of scratch. What do you think I am, Blade Bow Quest with 100 bill just sitting on a horse somewhere? Waiting for like, oh yeah, let me buy this real quick. Not anymore. My balls have been drained from Kaphra stones. I have literally pulled about every bill I can out of my account at this point to buy 50 bill in Kaphra stones. I don't think I've just randomly got that anymore, just sitting around. It's not, oh, hey, let me just get 20 bill real quick. Oh, hey, here's 20 bill, let's go. We're not there anymore. 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago? Absolutely. Be like, hey, do you need 20 bill? Yeah, I got that. I was even so bougie, I Kaphra 10'd my tree armor. Because just to flex, be like, yeah, look at that right there. That's some giga flexing right here on tree armor. Yeah, you know, you and your puty red nose? Nah, I went big and did it with a tree armor. 1,000 Kaphras later. Extra Kaphras later, I should say. Oh, so, fun fact. Remember how, we were just talking about how I never saw, anyone get sent to jail? Last night, during my hour grind, I saw Choice send, like, 5 people to jail. Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, I'm literally running on fumes at this point for my account. Like, the money I got is now... Actually, I take that back. I do have 3 solid money sources left on my account. 1, trade crates. I'm limited on the fact that I can only send 1,050 every 7 hours. So that's really slowing me down. 2, I am time gated on 12 bill in guru boxes. Because I can only turn in 198 a day right now. So with the trade crates, I'm estimating that I'm probably somewhere around 25 bill in trade crates. If I was to actually, like, crunch it all out. But getting it to Moodle is absolutely toxic. Like, they don't even give us the decency to send 6 batches of these things. We can only send 1. Even at 6, it would still take me forever to send it. Ready for work? Alright, we'll see you later. Yeah, we got 10 this hour. So now that averaged that run out to 6.5 an hour. 6.5 a Tanison an hour. Or per hour now. Unless we get another wild run today, it's gonna drop. We got 1 minute, and then we need to go empty out our inventory. Whew. I've got to figure out something, though, for the Lemuria gear, because that stuff is garbage. So we got to figure out what to do with it to get some money out of it. I may just start extracting it for blackstones. Like the leveled ones, I may just start saying, screw it, they'll never sell. And just start pulling out the blackstones and getting some value from them. I don't even know what people... I do not know what people do with this crap when they farm up this much of it. Alright, we'll just finish this rotation. Unload. All right. So we're getting somewhere. All right, real quick, because we haven't done this yet. Let's take Moodle. Do this, because I totally forgot to have done this earlier. And then Valencia City. All right, we need, okay, we got all of that. Now we just need, pets, feed. They're all fed, shop, buff. Oh, I need silver. Open central market. Let's take out, 50 mil. Shop, camp, go. All right, final hour. Today from EX was a T9 Tetra support and nothing. I literally got nothing, a custom module, and nothing was yesterday's grind. Today, I am afraid to see what we end up with. Ugh. Also, we can turn auto off. We're not going to do anymore. All right, there's the first one of this hour. Support and Dorothy's now fully geared. Nice. No, it's been very much not liking me this last, like, couple weeks. I've got nothings, a bunch of random... Like, I'm not in or abnormal. Is all I'm getting. No upgrades, no nothing. Custom modules every now and then when it decides to be nice. But it has been a very bad run for me this last month. Honestly, this month has been bad for me in Nikke with EX. I mean, yeah, I've gotten experience fodder, but that carries you so far. But I mean, I am also at the point where I'm leveling my overloaded gear to 5 now, which is insanely expensive. actually expensive. If we could finish this run with a solid 20, I'd be thoroughly impressed. I would love to see if we get 20 Atanis Elements in this grind. You need to stop leveling, oh, never mind, your T9. I was about to say, you need to stop leveling your overload gear. And you start leveling your T9 manufacturer stuff. That's what you were saying. I thought you were saying your overload. No, I got what you're saying. I wouldn't overload it, I'll be real. Not right now, not unless she is a core part of what you're doing. Rapunzel doesn't need to be leveled. Oh yeah, I mean, once you get to that point, you get so many units have full T9M on them just sitting. But it's only what needs to be overloaded is the bigger question. Nope, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that. I don't think the game hates you. It's not how it works. It's treated you very well for the most part. It's just not Aaron level of coddling. Okay, it does kind of hate you, not gonna lie. You need to get that off now. I'm gonna laugh. It's gonna give you a black line of like max ammo at some point on her, and you're gonna be like, I hate the game. I would too, because I'd be like, I'd love to have a black line on Noir or Modernia. No, black line for max ammo I think is up in the 80s. 60s is not the max you can get on ammo. I think it's up in the 80s. Well, Summer Niece is dead. You ruined her. Right? Where it actually is like wanted, needed, suggested, desired. The hoping and longing for? Yeah, 85. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I thought Black Line was pretty far up there. Just give 85 for Modernia. You know, the thing is, Modernia doesn't even need black lines of max ammo to actually be infinite shooter Modernia. She only needs 4 lines of, like, I think 58 or higher on Bastion, and she's an infinite shooter. But the issue you need is you need to get very good hit rate lines on her. If you can get good hit rate lines, then you move Modernia over to Bastion and she infinitely shoots. She will never reload. Under rare circumstances will she reload. Which I've been debating. Am I gonna do, is Red Hood gonna be my first, like, deep investment unit, or is Modernia gonna be my deep investment unit? I haven't made up my mind yet, which is why I'm saving all my custom modules. Yeah, I know what you meant. The Danger Noodle runs wild. Mecha Danger Noodle will run wild. Just like Mecha Harambe. God, he's annoying. Like, I beat it just fine, but it's still just really annoying. Burst with Modernia. So, from my understanding, it's the burst skill does not have the damage multiplier the skill 1 has, which is why you don't want to burst. Plus, you don't earn, while she's bursting, you're not earning burst cool, you're not earning your burst gauge. So that extra time is actually slowing your DPS down because of the double factors there. So it's why you never burst with mod. At least from what I've been able to tell. Well, I mean, yeah, but deep investment is what? Where do you classify deep investment at? The max ammo thing? Are you talking overloaded gear? Where is the... Is it just the skill 10 of it? Getting it 10, 10, 10? Because, like, I'm getting to the point where I may have to just slam mod all the way to 10. I've actually thought about this. This is stupid, but finishing my Scarlet to 10 on her burst. Then the next unit I do, before I do litter, is taking mod to 10, 10, 10. Because I need the combat power on her. That's so much that I'm losing out on. That I really need for progression. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I'll still be here. I will for sure still be here. You know, the thing I'm really glad about is that this whole grind mostly, outside of like maybe like 80 of them, is documented on my YouTube channel. Theoretically. Anytime BDO showed up and I was like at Mirmock or something, that was totally accounted for. But like the poly grind, 90% of this is going to be on YouTube when it's all said and done. So there's physical proof that you can see the grind hour by hour slowly unfold for the most part. Outside of the handful that I'll do off stream. Double pilgrims. Yep. Unfortunately, I've hit my cap outside of my I thought about it. So we have the Masterclass series of Black Desert. What would we call the series for grinding? The Suffering. Yeah, we can do that. Traveler's Guide to the Atanis Element? I don't know. Well, actually, it would be the Spirit Essence if we wanted to talk about the potions, because that's what we're really there for, but the Suffering's freaking great. I don't know, we'd have to come up with something good for it. Yep. We got Ada or Ida or however you say her name showing up soon, which I mean we already knew from the data mine. We're assuming because of they're going through and grabbing every. I mean it is obvious at this point. So we're gonna have the girl that's with D and her side story. We'll have the new Nikke. We'll have the other Nikke from Noir and Blanc's thing. So, I mean, there's several that are going to show up. But we'll have a collab before we have Overzone. We'll have a collab probably be announced potentially in the next 3 weeks or so. But I mean, that's not even worth pulling anymore. Either I'll look at that in 37 minutes or you're telling me what it is. Just saying. So I see the ping on Discord, which is where you posted it, so... Not like I could completely lose it. Tia. Nice. PogChamp. Second dupe. That's hype. Tia's the star? Of course Tia's the star. Got inventory. That's awesome. I was just telling Aaron this morning when we were talking about Nikke that I get junk when I level up. When I get units. She's over here pulling all the necessities and getting all the right characters, and I'm over here like, the only way I get that is through wishlist, and then even then, it's always the worst one of the group I get. Like the one that helps, but it's not the core team help. So, I have the twins MLB'd, but I need their cores, is what I need. I need to try to core 7 them. Nice. That's good. Alright, in the next 33 minutes, all I need, game, is 3 more Atanis Elements to make that first hour up. Litter score 2. Dude, you're already caught up to me on my litter. Because I've only been able to buy mine. I do not loot litter. Tia's MLB. Nice. That's a great screen. Well, congrats on Tia. Naga doesn't even have a, I think my Naga is sitting at, base. I don't even think she has a star. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I do know which one you are speaking of. Game. Say, kill this stuff. Do not be lagging out on me. Volumes core 2. Nice. Still a great one to have. Still a great one to have. It's gonna take, I think, some serious power creep for volume to get knocked off. Because they won't do it either. Because they've released several Tetra 1s that just weren't... Because, I mean, let's be real. Tetra's their go-to for everything. Half the roster is Tetra. Over half the roster is Tetra. So, for them to be releasing consistent 1s that are just bangers would make no sense. They'd have to power creep them every time. But every single one's been garbage for the most part that they've released. Because they know if it's Tetra, it's kind of the sad thing. If it's a Tetra unit, it's probably trash. For the most part. After they got through their, I'm going to make a couple Giga Tetras, and then everything else from here on out is going to be just bad. Yep. I think it's all part of the plan. I think there is a greater plan there that they are working towards. let's get this guy out of here. Alright, I'll just go to the lower rotation so I keep my numbers. I've only got 20 minutes here. But while we're here. All right. All right, there we go. So we'll just take the lower rotation, which still works out well. Yep. I got a Musa here that is just about as geared as I am. And he ate through my block instantaneously. Instantaneously ate through my block. And the fact that he chased me down when I left the spot, too. It's like, bro, dude, I'm leaving. And you still had to come chase my ass down? Like, sure, I gave it a couple attempts to see what his power was. Because one, he caught me without stamina. Two, I thought I whiffed the grab. I almost had him. And then the third one, no, I did not have a chance to get him. Like, he's too geared for me. Nah, it's fine. I've only got 20 minutes left. As long as I can stay in a tight loop that doesn't interfere with where he's at, I'm good. I just gotta get back into the habit of this lower one. It's not a bad rotation, I just gotta remember where the stuff is for it. Let's see here. I need to go this way. Okay. I gotta be careful because I am slightly overkilling this, so I need to pay attention to the packs carefully. Okay, so they're there, here along the wall. I think that's it. I think that's as far as I need to go. here. And then, to be safe, we need to grab through this line. This is a little undense. Said take it back. There is... Oh, there you are. I just see the unknown hammer. Or the unknown adventure with hammers just chilling. God. Yeah. Yeah, he left. He said he just wanted some Arsha PvP fun, and I'm like... Yeah... I mean, seriously though, thank you. You can go put your stuff back up. I'm good. I've got 15 minutes left. I can handle it. Like I said, the lower rotation's not horrible. I just have to memorize where those packs are and be very diligent about hitting them. Because I'm just to the point where I can screw that up and out and royally mess myself up. Where up here, I at least have 2 paths to get around my accidental mess-ups. It says Deadly Demon was the guy's name. I didn't see his family. That's his family name, so I don't know his character name. It was a Musa. Absolutely slaughtered me. No stamina. Sorry for fucking you up. I thought you were looking for fights since you were on Arsha. I was on the music streamer looking for fights. Grind on Arsha server. Oh no, like I said, I don't mind. I completely understand I'm here for... I know that I'm on the Arsha server and I know PvP. The issue is... First kill, you caught me without stamina. The second kill, I whiffed my grab. And then a third one, you had me. What triggered me was when I was clearly walking away, you came running up on my ass, and I'm like, and I was like, whoa, dude, I'm leaving. Like, I got it. Your Musa outgeared me. But no, I mean, I'm not hiding anything. I'm also on, EXP crystals. But, yeah, no, I was just like, that's why I was like, dude, fuck off. I got it. You got it. You won the spot. I'm getting out of here. I'm also trying to not... I would normally probably fight a little harder if I wasn't trying to do data collection in my grind. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you cut through my block clean and clear. At that point, I knew there was nothing. I had nothing. There was no protecting me through that fight. But I mean, I expect PvP here. It's fine. I'll attempt it. Once I know I'm outgeared, outclassed, I leave. It's simple. I'm not what I used to be on my Valk. Back in the day on my Valk, I knew what I was doing clean and clear, but I've also been vegging out for 3 hours. My mind's numb. I am not sharp. I'm not there. I've also lost half the buffs I had. But no, I mean, it was interesting. Just caught me off guard at the last 20 minutes. But I was here because Valhalla Princess suggested I come grind Arsha for the buff, and I'm trying to finish up getting enough data collected to see if it's actually worth being here, and this hour is about to confirm it. It's not. The Arsha buff does nothing for Atanis Element. Nor does, honestly, Giga grinding. Like, unless you're going for, like, earrings and map pieces and stuff like that, I believe it's a separate loot pool. I don't think Atanis is affected whatsoever. Based off of everything I was looking at Garmoth last night and off of all the data I've collected, Loot Scroll does nothing. It may do something, but it's not enough to stay on Arsha grinding, you know, like this. Like, the drop chance would have been great if I was at a place. Like, I think I would have done... I would like to say that, I would like to say that if I was grinding trees, this would probably be a lot more worth. If I was grinding Achman, this would be a lot more worth. If I was grinding something of actual high value, I would 100% believe that the grinding on Arsha is worth. But with where we're at here, I don't think I'll come back to the Arsha server with now 10.5 hours. Yeah, I think 10 hours recorded here. 13 hours. I'll have to look at what the sheet says. When we get done here in 10 minutes. But then we get our pots whenever the 600's done, and then I go try to find a place that's actually better to grind. You know, if I could go back to the days right after Paladin trained me, those were some nasty days. That I might have been able to give you a little bit harder of a fight. But that's 5 years ago, man. I've literally known spacebar shift as my Valk for the last, what now? How long have we been doing this, chat? On Valk? Yeah, sure. I don't mind. Like I said, the PvP aspect, I'll go to Node. I'm not going to waste a tier, by the way. I don't mind. Like I said, it's not a, I'm not against PvP. It's, I knew when I signed up for the Arsha channel exactly what I'd get into. I'm not one of those guys, oh my god, why are you PvPing me on a PvP channel? No, it's literally what it was there for. But I'm also trying to see what, loot I can get since nobody's been here. And if nobody's gonna chill here, then cool, I'll give it a shot and collect my data. But if not, I honestly think tomorrow, well, tomorrow I think I will give it the 350 run, because we're at 320 right now. I think after that, I'll probably call, I'll call it. I don't think after that we'll stay on Arsha. I'll hop here and check it out, you know, from time to time, but I don't think, I think we'll just stay jumping channels for people where people aren't. Because, like, I have I mean, it's not that it's the thought of having to keep that sharpness on you. Of any moment, a white dot could come blasting in my butt. Where I'd say a good bit of the time on a normal channel, it's either somebody who actually needs to be here, like a newer player, trying to like get some basic experience, it's a guild quest, or it's a lower end player looking for it. I'll channel hop. You know, I'm not gonna absolutely just butcher a new player for no reason. There's no point in that. Like if I pop them and they one tap and they keep coming back, all right, cool. I'll stay. I'll get out of there. You know, I'll stay away from them. I don't want to lose karma. I'm not you know, I'll give them a love tap and say, hey, you know, I was here. But if they just keep coming back, cool. They're a new player. They don't understand. I'll change. I'm the one who really shouldn't be here. Let's be real. But I'm behind on my potion grind, so... I need to catch up. Once I get that done, then I'll be good for, I'll be good for it wherever, you know. Hoping to start making some money so we can get the, we can get attempts on the pen, awakening. I want to get that back. I want to get that back rolling again. We need to start working on our accessories after eons of putting that off and dealing with absolute horrible shenanigans. The moment you're at your second HP pot, that's insane. I mean, to be fair though, you have a Musa, so you have the best grinder for this place. Once I get my MP pot, I thought about bringing my Ranger here, because that's the second best, supposedly, for polys. I'm a no honor rat player, according to World Chat last night. I mean, what did you do to grief them? Like, how bad did you slaughter them with your Scholar? That's the real question. Also, Looney's the one, yeah, Looney's the one right here. Okay. I was a Guardian, and they were, griefing a Guilty on Arsha. Well, eventually, you'll be having some pretty decent money there. Some pretty decent money. Unfortunately, I've bled my account dry in the last month getting these Kafra tend. That was abysmal. Buying the flames, getting them Kafra tend. Try Crescent Shrine out. It's not... Crescents isn't, unfortunately for me right now, isn't a level 20 node. Crescent Sign, Archer, you make 5 to 9 Atanis per hour. I'm at 7.6 here an hour. And the issue for Crescents is going to be the mobs. That's a pretty stam-intensive one for me. As a Valkyrie, that one eats me pretty bad. As a Musa, I think that's where you get the advantage. You can cover way more ground of that place a lot easier than I can. Like, I'm stuck behind a very heavy stam block movement. I'm very limited at what I can, or what I am able to do. Zerker? Okay, now that makes sense. Zerker, watching them grind is nuts. I've watched a few Zerkers grind on Succession, and it's like, how do y'all... How do y'all do that? But then again, they probably look at Valkyrie and going, how do you do that? And I'm like, That's gonna be disgusting. Hey, 1 minute and I can show you my real Valkyrie, too. I can put my actual crystals on. Not that that's gonna help. By how quickly you shredded me, just that. You could give me everything. And I still would... There, give me that pure blackstone. I still would get slaughtered. I think that's the good one. Or is that the one I had? That might be the one I had. Yeah, never mind. That's the trash one. Still to this day, the only pure blackstone I've ever looted. I'll clean this line for sure. And I might grab 2 packs on the way out. 3. Okay, I'll clean this arc around and then I'm done. And that'll make up for the couple missed packs I did down at the bottom of, there. Data collection complete. Let's turn off the loot scroll. So I got 19 Atanis in the hour, or in the 3 hours. It's not horrible, but it's not what people talk about. Unfortunately. Alright, you're over here at Looney. Alright, I think this should be safe to put that there. Oh god, I cannot move. 91,000 trash, though. That's kind of crazy. Alright, let me grab this. And then let me pop this up. Roughly, I think that's what it turns into. Do you want it without my block or with my block? Oh, holy crap. All right. That's nasty. What did they do to Musa? I do not remember Musa's eating my crap that quick. Wait, where? Oh, you're right there. Jesus. Holy crap. That's impressive. 283 Awakening. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can actually get this. Yep, nope, you get the knockdown and I can't get up. Okay, so let's see. What else you got on top? You've got that. So you've got food. That's a tent buff. You've got the AP DP. You've got Alkstone on. There's your food. I think that's a Z buff. And so some multipliers there. Okay. I'll try to at least honor you with it. At least hitting my Alkstone. Not that that's going to make too much difference for me. I don't have the other buffs, though, so I can't get it close. I can't get it as close as I want for him. Almost. I do hurt. I do hurt. That's the good news. I may not... I just gotta somehow figure out how to live through your guard. Interesting. You only have 338? Jesus. Yeah. Interesting. Nah, you got some cracked gear, man. I mean, you're cutting through me like a hot knife through butter. But you do that to him? Oh, I can imagine. And I'm like horrifically out of practice on my Valk. Like, I think I failed my grab. I think is what happened. I'm not sure if I got it or if he just got me before I could get it off. Because I remember something about the old school mooses that I couldn't be super aggressive against them. But then again, they also didn't knock me on my butt instantaneously. Which is weird. Like, so much has changed since I last fought one. There we go. So I just gotta land my grab against a Musa. Okay. Basically, I have to survive that engagement of them coming up to me. I think is what it is. Interesting. Where's my grab? Grab! Where were you? Hello? My friend? Where's my grab? I was like, nah, no grab today. You're not allowed. No grab. Alright, let's see. Can I get lucky with another grab? Wow, did I wonder if that was a stiffen that I hit you with.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Right? Oh. That's funny. Oh, nope. I'm dead. Yep. Dedged. Oh man, that's great. You know, I hope someday I can get my edge back if I ever do stick, like, kind of stick with this. I really would like to get my old Valk edge back. Because it was a whole different game back then. Nah. I'm dead. There's just nothing I can do. I have to basically get lucky and hit you with a grab is what it looks like. That is my win condition for you. I know there's a movement skill, but I don't know if I can do it long enough from this engagement to stay in a fight. Yeah. As soon as you get the this is something that they said that they were trying to fix back in the day. And it doesn't look like they ever did. You know, because they were always talking about how we don't want it to be just a one combo fight and then it's over with. We want long and meaningful battles, but we don't get that with this anymore, and I don't know what's happened. I mean, obviously stats happened. Oh god. Ah. Darn it. I tried. I definitely tried. The only reason I think we even lasted that long was because I whiffed my charge. Yeah, that I can't live through that. And I'll be honest, I don't actually see, I see the move when he slashes what's killing me, but I don't see it physically start. So you know like how some classes have a tell that something's coming? His thing where I can tell he's coming, approaching me, but I can't actually see what's the thing that's actually getting me screwed up here. Okay, I recognized that move. I remember seeing that. But yeah, as soon as I get put on my back, it's game over. And I'm assuming that's because of the down attack damage probably baked into this kit of whatever skill he's using is absolutely slaying through my stats. Plus, I need to look and see if he's applying a DP strip, which would also understand why he's cutting me like a hot knife through butter. I'll do a few more and then I need to get going. Alright, I want to win one more. 2 skills and 1 skill. Oh, so you're using the Rabomb skills. F. Okay. So this is one of the is this one of the Rabomb skills, or is this one of those newer skills that they've released? I directly have 25 slow inside your F. Watch. Oh, that does nothing. That literally does absolutely nothing. Okay. All right. Interesting. It's been so long since I fought a Musa. Like, so long. Like, Grim was the last Musa I really fought. I mean, that's 6 years ago. With your Q skill, you have 25 slow and attack speed slow. That's... Without it, I only have 15. Okay. I can see where that's definitely messing me up. So let's see. Yep. Get the knockdown, and it is straight GG. It's kind of sad that that's what Black Desert became. Because I remember living through stuff like that back in the day. I actually remember living through that. Nope. Jesus. Like, I get you've got a few extra buffs than me, but that's not the difference in a few extra buffs. There's no way that is. That is literally the difference in how the classes are designed. That's crazy. It's come such a long way. One more and then I gotta go. Nope, there it is again. Is it, I can't see the particles is what's happening? Yeah, man, totally. Because, like, I can't see half that attack, which is weird. Now, I get it in Node Wars, you never see half that crap anyway. Because there's so much stuff just blowing up everywhere. But there's one of your skills, I don't even see half the attack of it. Like, there. Yeah, I see the fire. That's actually a large radius. A lot larger than I thought it was. The fire is the stun. I see. Okay, so that's how you're getting it. Interesting. Yep, there it is, and I'm doomed at that point. And my resists aren't that great right now. Like, I don't really have a ton of resistance right here. I haven't really baked into the I don't really have a lot of the best stuff yet for this. My crystals are very outdated, I'd be willing to imagine. Like, this is like 4 years ago. Good. Now I'm trying to come back in with the new crystal system, and there's so much going on here. And I'd be willing to bet he's got an artifact. His artifact isn't set up for... Mine's combat EXP, and the only other one I have is monster AP. But, like, I bet if you had a PvP artifact, I could see where that's adding into some of the damage and the stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of small things here that really add up. But at least I know I can kill you. That's the good news. I just gotta get you down on the ground, and... I do hurt, it's just... That's the good news for me, is I'm not... It's not for me having a lack of damage, it's my inability to telegraph what he's doing really well. And that's normally because you only have 338. I mean, yeah, I would get that. Someone with 261 AP can one combo you? Okay. I could see that. Look, I've had a lot of upgrades. I don't really quite know where I'm at anymore. Like, if you were to take where I was at the beginning of January to where I am now, since then we have hit Pen Longsword. We upgraded from Pen Dandy to Tet Lancia. We got rid of the Pen Kudum for the Black Star Shield. We went from Tet Narcs to Tet Tungrads. We went from Tet Gaiath Helm to a +1 Labreska. We went from a Pen Tree to +1 Fallen God. We went from Pen Beg's Gloves to +1 Don's Gloves. And I'm working on the Ergons now, slowly trying to get these moved up as well. So, like, we've been putting a lot of money into upgrades here. So, I mean, we've changed quite a bit in just 1 month of, like, really, like, working this out. And Valk has always been, you know, was my old school, like, go-to. Failed the last 14 days. 14 necklaces from try to Tet. Oh my gosh. What are you trying to hit? Are you trying to hit a Labreska, or are you trying to just go for like a normal Pen Ogre or Leighton? Like, which one are you trying to chase? I want to try a Leighton Ogre or Tungrad necklace, but I can't ever hit the tat. That's painful. I don't know where I'm gonna end up going. I'm gonna be real. Part of me wants to do the Labrusca, but the other part of me just is like, oh my gosh, yes. Pride of Duo, or yeah, just that. That I know that feeling all too well. It feels so bad. Oh my gosh, I know that all too well. Okay, so let's data collect time. Let's see what good old Garmoth says at this point. I'll pull it up once we're, actually, you know what? Let me just go ahead and pull this up so that you guys can see what we're looking at. Garmoth is right here. Properties. Longest failure rate with distortion earrings without cronstones from base to pry was 12 fails in a row. So 24 Destros. Oh, no. Okay, my worst. You're hopefully an old enough player. I'm hoping you're an old enough player to know this. Back in the day, as you can see, I was a Valkyrie. Back then, whale molar earrings were the best in slot earring. Now, it wasn't Tet Destros. All right? So I can't do that, but I spent 2.6 bill to make a 1.1 bill earring. Back when they were, I think they were about 18 mil an earring to try to make one try. Or it might have been 20 mil, 30 mil, somewhere in there. It wasn't a lot. They weren't stupidly expensive. They were cheaper than witch earrings, but they had the HP on them. So, or they were more expensive than witch earrings because of the HP. But that back then, I spent 2 bill to make a 1.1 billion stupid. Ugh. And I stopped enhancing accessories from that day on. I haven't touched it. I've slammed a couple out of rage, but they went. But I've never actually said, you know, today seems like a great day. I'm gonna make an earring like that day. That day was a great day. I was happy. I started the day really well. We're gonna make a tri-whale molar today. 2.6 bill later, people were saying, dude, stop. Stop, dude. Just go buy it. I'm like, it's gotta go. Surely the next one's gonna go. Finally, I made it. And then ended up selling it for like 1.1 bill later down the road. Back when I think Tungrads... I don't think Tungrads were out, like, heavily hit. After I hit my first head, I gave up with distortion earrings. I had enough. I would imagine. I could not handle that. Okay, so I want to bring up Garmoth for you all here. Hold on. I need one distortion. 164 distortion. Oh my god! Sorry. So, 164. After I hit my first set, I gave up distortion. 164. Oh, wow. Were you farming these or were you buying and farming these? I'm hoping you were both. If you were just buying these, I need to know what you were doing to make money. Buying and farming. Okay. Makes sense. No. I'm good. I'm great, actually. Like, I'm good. I'm just buying my accessories. I'm happy. I know my lane. I'm gonna stick to it. We're good. I'm buying mine. Yeah, I would imagine, because that is, let's just get a little calculator here. 164 times, times, what is the average distortion even just nowadays? $300. So let's just say for the average of like 250 mil. That's 41 billion. Now, according to the sell price, that is nearly, almost, not quite, but almost double of what one base is just worth. Now, back then when they were the it thing, they might have been a little bit higher. I don't remember the exact price of those, when they were just getting started. Plus, we had all the market changes and stuff like that since then, so I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to claim I know. Okay, so let's data collect. So let's start with our chest plates. We'll just move this through. So I have 8 chest plates. We have 9 boots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts. Change this to 3 hours of grinding. You had a 36% chance at 232, and it still didn't go. I feel so bad for your soul. How you still play this game is a miracle in itself. Okay, I need to do this a different way. There's no way I can check that easily on math. Because that's a full page of these things.
Here to pick your item?
I believe I can store them stacked here. 20. No, I can't. Oh, storage is completely full. Never mind. Inventory. Okay, we've really messed up. Okay, I can fix this. We're gonna grab this. Why do I play this game? We love pain. That's what this comes down to. We just love pain, so we will play this game without fail. Okay, so here's how we fix this. We grab these that are inside my warehouse now.
But wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness?
All 144. There we go. My inventory is completely free of those now, so I can drop them all off in here. I'm gonna guess we have over 60 or 70 of those things. See, I have to agree after going chasing one earring that bad. Me, I would just go after the first, like, 15 bill of even attempting that. I'd go, I'm gonna go grind the money for this real fast. I've learned my lesson. I'm just gonna go grind because I promise you, Demon, I promise you, I am buying my accessories. I am not going to enhance a single accessory. I will buy all pen accessories.
Can be bought with money. But wouldn't a nice hot supper be true happiness?
Okay, so we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. We have 90 of these little guys. Right there. All right, we have... I see 7 of... Wow, that's really weird. We have 7 of those and 4 of these incandescents. We have 30, 182, 165, 157, and then 273, and then 98, and then we walked away with 19 Atanis Elements, 30 scrolls. Let me get out of this inventory. $162, 57, 34. We got one Marnie stone along the way, which we needed to make sure. Yeah, I'm almost done with that. Next grind, we'll get that. And then I need the trash loot, which is 91,088. 91,088. Okay. So we made roughly 700 mil an hour. 19 Atanis, so let's take these out. We made 468. We'll just put 469 mil per hour without pity. 33% buff. Arsha. So 19. And let's double check our 182, 98, 57, 165, 157, 273, 98, 162, 4, 7, 5. We looted one of those. 91,088. There's our grind. Save. Okay, so after that 3-hour grind, we are down still. Our average is dropping again. We're now averaging 6.6 per hour here. We had 3 the first hour, like 11 the first, and then the rest came on this final hour. But this is the better of the averages over Prodi. Crescent's I don't really want to, I can't deal with because of the gaps in that. I used to do guild quests there. If I used a different class, it'd probably be easier. And that's with the 320 drop rate. But you can see my Arsha runs right here. I've put in 3, 4, 5, 8 hours now directly on Arsha, over 250 drop rate, and the Atanis element drop rate isn't significantly higher for going nearly 40 to 80%, like 70, 80% over, 100% over. We're not averaging any different than we were just grinding the normal level 20 node. Which leads me to wonder a few things. Is the drop rate actually based off of the... Is it the node that's more affecting it than our loot scrolls and stuff? But there has to be something in there that is making this not feel right.
Soon you will see how gears are fixed without.
All right. We're almost there. We're almost able to put our pre-order of our flame up. We're almost there. We'll put in 650 mil. Whoops. For now. Whoops. Oh, wait, I forget. Omen was right. They did switch this on us. I'll just do this. Max quantity. And I'll take 200 mil. I didn't realize what he was talking about. And now I do. Now I get it. Well, we didn't make 200 mil on that, but it's to get us over. Sell. I don't know why people are buying Lemuria chest plates. I do not grasp that. So we'll get a little bit of money coming in. 30 pure forest breaths. All right. Making small gains every step of the way. 19. 199, so we're 101 Atanis Elements away. So at our current rate of 101 divided by 6.6, we are 15 hours away, 15.3 hours away, based off of all that information given to us right there, on getting this done. And then we get our MP potion. And then we'll start working on my first. I'm not special like some people who have almost 2 HP pots. But we'll be working towards our first HP pot after that. And hopefully only HP pot after that. I don't think I will ever go kill a single mushroom ever again. Ever again after this. So 15.3 hours divided by roughly 3 hours. We're 5.1 days away. Oof. It's tough out here. But hey, we're getting Caphras, we're getting Spirit Dust, this is great. We're slowly getting our gear brought up. That's what we're after. We'll get there. We're gonna make some gains here. We will make some gains at some point. I mean, to be fair, it's really going to be a big deal when I get to put that pre-order up on the Flame. That's a very big deal for me. Yeah, because tomorrow we're going to slam, I think, the 350, and we're going to pop this. I think I'll do one full decked out at 350 drop chance. Because I don't know where I'm going to go blow this thing at. We'll clear that up. Whew. Tell you what, it's been a day.
Training is needed for everything. I can say I am also training then. You know what?
It's really sad how little EXP I got. Hey, wait. In the full day, I actually got 1%. If we take where I was yesterday, through my AFK training, I actually got 1%. I can't believe I'm that excited over that. All right, it's time to make some of these scrolls so I can clean up that inventory. Go back. Oh, I actually have to pick it now. Crap. Collect the good scrolls. Anything we can do to add money to our account, we need to be doing. Absolutely anything. Because the journey gets a lot worse when we finish this grind up. Oh yeah, no, we got to do the Barrier of Infestation at some point. I forgot weekly reset happened. We're one week away, right about the time they change it. We're 1 week away. So, Demon TV, thank you for joining our quest. Welcome to the stream. Also, thank you so much for the fun and excitement of pulling me out of the grind. That actually was nice, believe it or not. Also lets me know I need to stay in my lane. I'm not that good anymore. I am not that sharp. But it's fine. We're here to have fun. It doesn't matter. But I do appreciate it. Alright, scrolls are made, so now that frees up some inventory space. The Great Ocean. And so the collection of scrolls continues. I'm going to move this one out because that will never get made again. That was that Oasis event. So let's throw that in, you know what, over here, Old Wisdom Tree. That will never get used. I did 48 of these here not too long ago and made 3.3 billion, or 3 billion, 3 million silver off of doing those scrolls. That was actually nuts.
Some people say that my name is
All right. We're getting close. We're getting close to the final bill. I'm gonna do any of these things sell? 2-1. So one sold today. All right, I'll try that. Nope, there's a bazillion listed of those. I think I'm just gonna break these down. I think they're worth technically more to me as Blackstones than they are the trying to sell this crap. I don't know. All right, let me take Garmoth off here. Because we're done with the data there. But it's interesting to look at, you know. We're staying in our lane, like right hugging, no matter where we were. Actually, you know what, chat? Look at this. Hold on, let me bring this back up. This actually blows my mind. We're grinding with a increased drop chance. Significantly higher. And we average nearly identical silver per hour. We're 100% higher. By all logic, that would say again, we don't have any high-end item dropping here, so it's not like a Tungrad ring, a Tungrad necklace, or any sort of accessory where that drop rate would truly benefit. It's just the Atanis, which is, again, why I say I really believe this doesn't matter really for it. And that technically, we might just be wasting scrolls. Because when somebody can come over here and raw dog this thing and nearly pull the same numbers out on this, I see a guy pull up and he's got a 1 hour buff on this thing. Let's see if I can find it. How do I get to that data again? It is best grind spots. And then we're doing item. Atanis element. And then hold on. Did I get logged out or did my thing expire? Oh no, I'm logged in. My thing expired. Never mind. So I can't look at that anymore. I paid for it for a month to see what was up. It's $44 for a year of Garmoth, or it's $3.99 a month. I might go back for one more month. While we're working on the pot, I might do this. But I'll have to do it off stream. Anyway, what I was going to show you is there was somebody grinding last night that I was looking at who had 154 drop chance, which is basically bare bones minimum. Didn't even have a loot scroll, and it was pulling like 6 Atanis elements an hour off of it. I get it, it's RNG. But at some point, you have to start looking for a pattern and go, if you can go down that low and consistently get 4 to 6 was his average, as I was watching this one because it had a specific AP to it, and I kept seeing it a couple times. That tells you, if he's getting an average of 4 to 6, and I'm getting 4 to 7, grinding nearly 200 drop chance higher, are we really getting our value out of that? Anyway, I need to wrap up. I've got to go. I got to get some stuff done. I really appreciate everybody coming and hanging out today. It's been fun. I really enjoyed getting to hang out with you all through this madness of a thing I call grinding Polly's Forest for the rest of my life. I don't know. But we're going to go shut X and YouTube down real quick, and then we're going to find somebody to raid here on Twitch. But again, thank you all. We'll be back on tomorrow morning for maximum damage and effort. We're going to put in the 2 hours on... we're going to put the 2 hours in on that thing that's going to expire tomorrow. on Arsha. Then after that, we're gonna put our we're gonna do one more 3-hour grind on Arsha. Then I'm gonna call it quits and move back to the normal one, just to have the data there so that we can look at it and say, I did 2 hours at 350, and then I'll do 1 hour maybe again on Arsha, or I'll jump over to a normal one and just do a normal just to see what 1 hour does there. So we'll be back on somewhere around 7 a.m. my time, 3 hours 30 minutes ago your time. We'll continue on that grind. Again, thank you everybody, and I'll see y'all tomorrow morning.